tonight. A collection of some of the league's brightest young players.
And make no mistake about it, these guys are a work in progress, but the talent is undeniable. Can't wait to see who becomes the alpha dog in this group.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the small forward. Memphis shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Towns down low. Jackson on him. And Towns throws it down.
Towns showing you the quickness and athleticism. They're getting off the floor to throw it down.
Morant looking around. Fires the 3. Doesn't go that time. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Over in the corner, Edwards. And here's Gobert. Just 5 to shoot. Edwards dishes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And so he hits the technical free throw. D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick. In 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting, too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his second season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
Now here's Adams. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. It's tipped. Jackson passes to Adams. Clock at 4. From the line. Offensive rebound. And he drops it in from the low post.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Towns sets the pick for Russell. The kick out to Towns. Now here's McDaniels. Guarded by Bain. For Memphis, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Morant outside. A miss that time would have put him up. Minnesota in the lead. Russell passes to Towns. Unable to get that one. Adams, some nice D. Morant outside. Jackson a screen on Edwards. Morant with it. Now defended by Gobert.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Gobert against Morant. 1:53 left to play in the first quarter. No good with the layup. Left side, Edwards. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Adams sets the pick for Bain. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Towns. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And guys, that was an element of his game that he could not get turned around. I mean, he was really in a funk, and it lasted all season. How about this combo, guys? Part super athlete, part contortionist. Towns continues to impress.
Brooks kicks to Morant. Adams sets the pick for Morant. Gobert with the block. Goes back up. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And you know, we all know how talented Towns is. Now it's time for him to up the ante and do big things in the playoffs.
At the line for two.
Second free throw, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right.
Hey now! Hey now! Yeah!
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Edwards. Gobert trying to get open. Missed inside.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And a wide open look for Bain. Nailed from three-point land.
For three.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Russell against Morant. Gobert in the corner. Back to Russell. Gobert with a screen on Morant. Adams, some nice D. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the two defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. You see those two boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the two defenders on the elbow. So that's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
And so here's Memphis, following the bucket by the Timberwolves.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Brooks grabs the board.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Now Jackson, following the miss by John Morant from deep. Tries again. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Edwards against Brooks. Gobert dishes to Edwards. Towns wide open. Hits the three-point bomb. Towns has got 8.
A good play ending with the right player. Big Cat, one of the best shooters we've ever seen at the center position.
Bain looking around. A 3. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Now here's Jackson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Russell against Morant. A 3-ball. That shot, no good. And Minnesota now the other way. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. He gets that one. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
They set the pick. Has to Reed. To the paint. Here's Noel. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Noel's got his first basket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Jones, the pass to Aldama. Jones looking for an opening. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And Jones over to help. 1:16 left in the first half of the game. Prince wide open. They get it back. The kick out to Anderson. Prince setting a pick for Anderson. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Second shot opportunity. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Not really necessary with nobody on you. I mean, why put yourself off balance on that shot when you're wide open?
Jones from outside. They set the pick. Conchar sinks the triple. And it's a 4-point Grizzly lead.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
Here's the pass to Reed. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Passes it to Tillman. 15 seconds left now here in the second. Conchar can't get it to go. Prince outside. No good on the last second attempt there. Okay, David, much appreciated. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. So on the floor for Memphis. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. Edwards against Brooks. Edwards dishes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And, you know, you give Edwards credit for making the right decision there, feeding his teammate. Smart, good basketball.
Clark is screen on Edwards. And it's Morant missing.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. Now here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
Outside, Bain. Back to Jackson. No good that time. Gobert with the defensive effort. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Now it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
Excellent job by Towns to stick with it. He didn't let the defender get to him there.
Morant passes to Jackson. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards. Outside Russell. Gobert with a screen for Russell. Here's Towns. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson looking around. It's stolen by Gobert. Outside Edwards. It's intercepted. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The explosiveness on the drive. Morant just attacks the D with aggression.
Both free throws good from Morant. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Towns, a screen on Brooks. The kick out to Towns. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Jackson setting the pick here for Bane. On the wing, Jackson. Up top, Adams. 6 to shoot. Brooks with a screen on Gobert. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 6. Towns finds Gobert. Stolen by Jackson. Morant against Edwards. And it's Brooks in the corner. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Minnesota in the lead. And he commits the intentional foul. So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:51 left in the third. Timberwolves passing it around. Outside, Jones. Down low, and stolen by Russell. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Outside Edwards. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
To the middle. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Edwards. Edwards got 5 assists in the game. Russell against Jones. Pass to Aldama. Outside, Green. They set the pick. Takes the 3. Trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. 5 on the clock. Pass to Aldama. Shoots over McDaniel. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Anderson against Green.
Memphis foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Free throw, good, Anderson. And so he hits both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Rivers against Jones. Inside. Tillman passes to Aldama. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. tremendous putback at a time when they really need it. Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And we've watched. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Dan, he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Torian Prince is out there with Anderson. And it's Rivers. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Now here's Prince. And there's the pass to Noel. Back to Prince. Tillman grabs the miss. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Here's the screen. Outside, Jones. They kick it out to Green. Here's Eldama. Off target from outside. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Minnesota.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
You've also got to commend them for how they've attacked the basket. They've been aggressive. They've not settled and have consistently gone at the rim.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Russell, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Outside, Bain drains the three-pointer.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here is Russell. The kick out to Towns. Another miss by Minnesota. And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter.
First team foul.
Morant outside. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And it's all evened up.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Oh, here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, great take by Edwards, making the correct decision in the pick and roll there.
Morant against Edwards. Morant outside to take the lead. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Gobert with a screen for Russell with the drive. 2 points. That one goes. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
And now just having some fun. Russell, you know he likes the big moment. Great confidence and great results. You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Now, here is Russell. To the inside. 5 to shoot. Towns is double. Back to Russell. Stolen by Jackson. Russell against Bain. Passes it to Adams. And no good that time. And Minnesota now the other way. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Now it's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Jackson kicks to Adams. Memphis moving that ball around. Jackson a screen on Russell. Payne for 3. They get it again, and it's Adams on the follow.
Remains calm and collected. Adams refuses to let the moment be too big.
Towns sets the pick for Russell to the paint. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Steven Adams picks one up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Oh, big spot. Towns with a chance here at the line. He's someone this team relies on.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Prince is checked in. Count them 1. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Morant. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Edwards against Brooks. Edwards drives in. Towns for 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit. A crucial possession with time ticking down.
Yeah, an opportunity to take the lead on this possession.
Now here's Morant. On the wing, Brooks. Bullseye! And timeout called by Chris Finch. Here's what's your take?
Yeah, tough situation here, but they do have enough time to get a catch and shoot. It's going to have to be very quick, but they do have time.
Morant with the steal. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
teams, Richard. Both great passing squads. Two of the better assist teams in the NBA.
This is how basketball was intended to be played. A team offense, making the extra pass, moving the ball. This is the type of basketball that basketball people love to watch.
It's a beautiful brand of ball, for sure. Just a joy to watch. All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Russell, coming off a Suns make. Gobert, no good.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Ayton passes to Booker. Ayton, a screen on McDaniels. Back to Ayton. Gets it to go from the corner.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time Booker showing us his vision.
Russell to pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally. What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Out to the wing. Towns against Johnson. Oh, he misses the dunk. Boy, Richard, you really can't say enough about what Monty Williams has done with this Phoenix team.
Struggled in his first year, but we gave him a break for that. Immaculate seasons the last 2 years, becoming a Western Conference juggernaut.
Ayton, and down it goes. 2 points.
So impressed with that bucket by Ayton. Fantastic body control from the big man.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 3 so far. Russell to pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Oh, swiped away. Edwards with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. It's McDaniels on the wing. Here's the three. He buries it from 3.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Russell against Paul. The kick out to Johnson. This one for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Pass to Ayton. The 3 is up. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Paul finds Johnson. Edwards with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Suns. And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Edwards. 1:36 left to play in the first. Paul against Russell. Pass to Johnson. It's Booker on the wing. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. 6 to shoot. Here's Bridges. McDaniels with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've got 5 of 7 shots to fall. Towns a screen on Bridges. Outside McDaniels. Towns down low. Johnson on it. Here's Gobert, and they double up Gobert. Ayton with the defensive effort.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Bridges misses.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Edwards. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And this is what point guards like Russell are responsible for, setting the table for his guys.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. The Suns have got 6 of 8 shots to go. Ball drives in, outside Johnson. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Back to Paul. Ayton, the screen on Russell. Paul passes to Johnson. It's Booker on the wing, guarded by Edwards. Out to Bridges. Will it go? Buries it from 3.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point. But these teams, they are built to score. So
Anthony Edwards has been on. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
it leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Russell, that's good.
Oh, defenses try to get physical with Russell, but he has great body control and composure. Tough to throw him off his game.
Here's Booker. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Gobert with a screen on Bridges. Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. Puts it up from 17. No luck on that one. And Phoenix will come the other way. Inside. Out to Bridges for 3. And the Suns get another 3.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
When you look at Mikal Bridges, he's the quintessential 3-and-D wing, Richard.
With his quick feet and 7'1" wingspan, he can guard 1 through 4. And they call him the Warden for a reason. When he locks people up, he puts them in Mikal jail.
Yeah, so talented. There's very little Russell can't do. It's just about the consistency, but the talent is all there.
Johnson a screen on Edwards. Booker with it. Towns covering. For 3, Bridges. Johnson against Edwards. Johnson inside, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Towns a screen on Bridges. Pass to Towns. To the middle. Knocked away. Here's Gobert. And there's Towns on the assist from Gobert.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Johnson a screen on Russell. The kick out to Johnson. Bridges against McDaniels. Ayton, a screen on Edwards. Clock at 4. And Booker, here we go. For 3, Bridges. And the Suns get another 3.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Ball against Russell. Pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here. Well, there's so much worldwide talent in basketball right now. Teams have scouts in every corner of the globe, RJ.
Yeah, you have so much talent around this league, and you only have to go back a few years when you had every single postseason award was won by an international player. You had Pascal Siakam, Rudy Gobert, Giannis, and Luka Doncic when you talk about Rookie of the Year. So it was so much talent overseas, and it's all starting to come to the best league in the world.
Gotta be careful how you guard Hayden. He's so creative at finding ways to draw fouls.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Minnesota? And he's good on the second. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Gobert with a screen on Bridges. Edwards. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
Back to Johnson. There's the screen by Johnson. Paul for three. On target from range. Paul's got his first 3 points of the game.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And just so mobile at his side. Once Gobert sets the screen, he rolls hard to the right spot.
Hayden with a screen. Booker, the pass to Bridges. Paul against Russell. Lays it up and banks it in. Paul's got 5 points.
The defense looking lazy there. You can't allow Paul to get inside like this. That's just asking for trouble.
Phoenix has gone 7 of 9 from three-point range so far. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. It's Edwards on the wing. He's guarded by Paul. And the foul on Chris Paul. That'll be a second foul of the game. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. 41 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Noel. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
The open shot by Saric. That one off the back iron and out. For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Here's Rivers, picked by Prince. Here's Noel. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't. Appreciate it, Allie.
31. The Suns, 32.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, you look at Mikal Bridges. What a contribution.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
On the court right now for the Suns. Landry Shamet is out there with Damian Lee. Then there's Jay Crowder. Then it's Torrey Craig. And it's Saric in at the 4th. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
Outside Craig takes a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Craig's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Rivers. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Reed, good.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Craig with a screen. Anderson against Crowder. Back to Craig. Fires the 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Here's Rivers. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Oh, got a piece of it. Crowder with a steal. Pass to Shamet. That one goes in.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game.
It took Jay Crowder some time to get noticed as a young player. He wasn't widely recruited out of high school. He finally broke out in the last year of college.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
And they're able to recover. Crowder inside. Anderson covers. They get the rebound. They shoot again. Craig. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to go. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Crowder took that big leap forward at Marquette. He was named the Big East Player of the Year, Richard.
Yeah, and even with that recognition, he didn't go until the second round of the 2012 draft. But it didn't take long to see that he was a well-suited player for this league.
Finished off the break. Shamet's got 4 points in the quarter.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Lee on the wing. Charic a screen.
2 minutes.
To the left wing. Pass to Shamet. Shot clock at 6. Suns keep it alive. Crowder outside from the arc. It's rebounded by Rivers. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Here's Prince, covered by Crowder. Here's Reed. Charic brings the double team. The shot, no good. Oh, great D that time from Craig. Pass to Charic. There's a minute 12 left in the third quarter of the game. Now Craig. And Anderson over to help. Craig finds Charic. Counted from distance. Charic has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth. Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
And the basket by Shamet. Shamet's got 6 here in the quarter.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
On the wing, Rivers. Pass to Prince. There's 31 seconds left in the third. Here's Anderson, covered by Crowder. Anderson gets the bucket.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Here's Shamet. He has 6. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. It's deflected. That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Johnson a screen on Russell. Back to Johnson. And stolen by Edwards.
That is how you deny entry. Great effort.
And then Russell with the dunk.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
Out to Bridges. Ayton, a screen on McDaniels. Bridges misses.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Gobert. And they double up Gobert. Back to Edwards. Down low. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gobert passes to Edwards. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Outside Johnson. The kick out to Paul. Launches it. And no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Stolen by Russell. Gobert with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Outside Edwards. Into the lane. And Edwards slams it in.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
Building out this lead brick by brick. They have taken a very methodical approach.
Paul. Ooh, they can't stop the run with that one. Minnesota in the lead. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Russell. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Russell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Ayton against Edwards. 4 on the clock. Now here's Paul. He's closely guarded. That shot, no good. For Minnesota, they've gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the fourth. To the inside. Stolen by Ayton. Here's Bridges. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Minnesota has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. A minute 42 left to play in the fourth quarter. Pass to Johnson. Outside Booker. Johnson a screen on Edwards. And Booker puts up a deep 3. And the Suns miss again. And here's Minnesota now. They've scored 10 straight. Outside McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Oh, deflected. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Drives to the hoop. Oh, my goodness. How about that?
It was going back and forth for a bit, but now they're certainly looking like the better team.
Paul against Russell. Paul passes to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense. Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Timberwolves.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Anthony Edwards.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now bring it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Booker against Edwards. Booker no good. Outside McDaniels. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a...
these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Now here's Morant. Passes it to Adams. Back to Morant. Launches it. The Grizzlies keeping it alive with a new 14. Jackson gets the bucket.
Boy, this is what a diverse skill set buys you. Jackson with so many options after corralling the miss. We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Good work there as it goes.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Morant. And Adams kicks to Bain. A second chance effort. Morant passes to Bain. Jackson, a screen on Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's Morant with the drive. Another level indeed for Ja Morant, his 3rd season Smitty in the NBA. And now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
And Adams sends it back.
You see the effort defensively. Adams doing a great job of closing the space.
To the middle. And the dunk by Jackson.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Craig, a high riser, no doubt about it. The rebound by Steven Adams. Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Brooks. And the rejection by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
Phoenix has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Kicks it out to Johnson. And they'll get another chance. For 3, Bridges. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. It has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
And taken away by Johnson. Booker outside. Pass to Paul. Back to Booker. Launches a 3. Kicks it out to Johnson. Buries the long-range jumper.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide-open look.
Jackson setting the pick here for Bain. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
And you know he was going to try to respond. Those 3s canceling each other out perfectly.
Now here's Paul. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Bridges attacking. Down low, Johnson. Bridges finds Johnson. And here we go. Fast break and Morant's got it. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
Oh!
Yes. As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Ayton in the corner. Bridges, no one around him. Bangs home the trifecta. Bridges has got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Suns. And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. Jackson, a screen on Bridges. Bain for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bain's got 6.
When you need to get 3 points right back, Desmond's the man you want on the job.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Johnson sets the screen for Paul. From deep. Johnson can't hit. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Morant with it. Bridges covering. Payne for 3. Rebound by the Suns. Booker right side. This one for 3. And there's Bridges on the assist by Booker. 9 points in the game so far.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable, taking and making his share of threes.
Morant passes to Adams. Outside, Payne. Adams with the screen on Paul. Payne for 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Memphis?
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
And Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. And Adams with the slam.
Adams has run these screen and rolls countless times. Great job getting to the right spot.
Morant against Paul. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. From the arc. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg just keeps swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers.
And for Ayton. Hold on!
You got to buckle up on that one. Not one to shy away from physicality. Ja Morant just goes about his business.
And Morant throws it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well. In this first half, he is really falling in love with the 3. So far, not paying dividends.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Olney. David?
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make 6 figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Brooks has got the lead up to 13 now for the Grizzlies.
I love Brooks' offensive versatility. Can score from all 3 levels.
Paul dishes to Ayton. Ayton a screen on Brooks. For 3, Booker. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
There's 1:47 left to play here in the second quarter. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Drills the 3-pointer. Morant's got 14 points. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well. Because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense. And with that much needed basket, he finally ends that 17-0 run by Memphis.
Now the pass to Morant. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make, they are executing.
And here is Bridges. Following John Morant's three. Ball passes to Ayton. Basket good. He's got 6.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
On the wing, Bain. Defended by Bridges.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Now Brooks, after Mikal Bridges missing on that last three-pointer. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Morant. Jackson, a screen on Paul. Morant with a wide-open look. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
Bread and butter play. Morant and screen and roll. He'll typically make you pay.
Booker outside. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And then Morant slams it in.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. John Morant has been...
The Suns, 18.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
We've got Green, and it's Tillman in at the 5, down low. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half.
And this has been Crowder's role for a while now. Often shoots more three-pointers than two-pointers.
Outside, Jones. Three-pointer. It's the rebound. Pass to Concha. Out left to the wing. Here's the three. Good on the three-point shot. Aldama's got his first 3 points of the game.
He's an asset in helping space the floor. He has tremendous touch from range.
Pass to Craig. Lee outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Lee. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Green, the screen. From downtown. And it's Shamet with the rebound. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. That's a 2 from Lee. Phoenix no good that time either.
It's a shot you would think he would make. He just doesn't make it all the time.
Outside, Jones, and the pass to Green. Here's Aldama, covered by Sharch. And the layup's good off the glass. Aldama's got 5 now.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
The Suns have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Now, here's Shamet. D right on him. Sharch has the open look. Hits it from three-point range. Sharch has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Pass to Aldama. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Shamet kicks to Lee. Puts up a three. Grizzlies with the rebound.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Passes to Green. There's the three. It's good from long range.
In rhythm, what a beautiful release by Danny Green. The catch and shoot, he has it to a science.
Jones, no luck.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters, help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
1:09 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Shamet. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
If you're the D, you gotta chase Shamet off the perimeter. He's too dangerous from outside the arc.
Jones against Crowder. On the wing, Green. From outside the arc, gets the three-pointer to fall. Green's got 6 points in the quarter.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Now, here's Shamet. And Craig has it in the corner. And a miss there on the triple.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Three-pointer, Crowder. Tillman grabs the miss. Tillman's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Conchar. Craig defending. For 3. Conchar, good. Conchar's got 5. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Setting the floor for the Suns, they've got Torrey Craig. Landry Shamet is out there with Lee. Then it's Dario Saric, and it's Crowder in at the 3 spot.
Everybody is shooting the deep 3, and Landry Shamet, he's a part of that act too.
Up top, Morant. He's covered by Shamet.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Now Saric. Craig with it. Guarded now by Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Morant. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Booker, no good.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Johnson in the corner. Back to Booker. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And the basket by Jackson.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Booker. He's off on that one. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. It's Morant with the drive.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Johnson with a screen on Morant. Drills it from outside. Paul's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Cold-blooded. That's just part of Paul's makeup. He pulls no punches.
Morant with it, now guarded by Booker. And then Morant slams it in.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. The shot by Paul, no good. And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. And then Morant slams it in.
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Ayton wide open. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Morant scanning the floor. Shoots the 3. That shot off. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Johnson outside. Booker in the corner. Back to Johnson. Booker outside. Just 5 on the clock. Phoenix needs to get off a shot.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Memphis.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ja Morant.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
It's Morant in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Inside, and Adams with the slam.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The 3 from Morant. And it's Ayton with the rebound. And it's the Suns with the ball. For 3, Bridges. And here's Booker. From deep 3-point range, no good. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Tonight, they are loaded with young talent. Doris, the future looks bright.
Well, they're loaded with young talent, and it is fearless talent. These are squads that are going to be tremendous to watch for the next several years. Tonight could be a preview of the next generation of stars to come.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position.
Well, Anthony Edwards has the kind of frame and skill set that can make him a force. But it all comes down to paying the price and putting in the work now.
He hits the second from the line.
What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
Now here's Bain. 4-3, and the three-pointer goes.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Oh, the swat by Adams.
This is one of the toughest bigs in the league, Steven Adams, challenging opponents defensively. Nicely done.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And just about a minute into this first quarter.
Terrific anticipation by him, and that's why he's out on the court.
Shot is good by Edwards.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
And looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team.
Now here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Jackson, the screen. From deep, Bain. And again, Memphis no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Towns, a screen on Brooks. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Three-pointer, no good. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Morant. Shot from the low post is good.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Towns, a screen on Brooks. Edwards with it. Jackson in his pocket. The kick out to Edwards. Fires for 3. Ooh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
And the second free throw is good. And he nails the third. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Jackson with a screen on Russell. From deep, Bain. And it's rebounded by Carl Anthony Towns. Minnesota in the lead. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Brooks finds Adams. Jackson left side. 5 to shoot. Outside for Morant. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Morant's got his second basket of the game. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. Towns with the ball. The kick out to Edwards. Timeout called the Timberwolves. And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, BA, ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue.
Oh, my God. Look out below. that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Adams with a screen on Edwards. Morant into the lane. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's on Anthony Edwards. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Towns a screen on Brooks. Pass to Towns. Oh, stolen by Morant. The finish. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And that sequence was all Morant. Excellent work turning his defense into offense.
Russell to pass to Gobert. Back to Russell. Down low. Deflects the pass. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. From behind the arc. Second shot opportunity. Now Jackson. Timeout called. Memphis.
I don't think this timeout is just to give the guys a breather. Coach is looking to switch things up.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Outside Morant. Ooh, and Adams. Strong finish.
I'll tell you, Steven Adams could be a force in the pick and roll. There are not many defenders who want to get in his way when he's the roll man.
Up top, Edwards. Brooks defending. Kept alive. And Gobert with the stuff.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
From deep Bain. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Ja Morant, he's feeling it. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, so far they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Outside Bain. Off the mark there with a three.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate. This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Pass to Towns. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Edwards with it. Jackson in his pocket. Edwards is doubled. Outside McDaniels. Clock at 6. To the paint. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Jackson with a screen on McDaniels. Brooks from outside. And another miss by Memphis. The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Edwards. Oh, the block just stops it cold and takes possession. Bain against Russell. Inside. Kicks it out to Jackson. There's the triple. Russell against Bain. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Now here's Russell. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. And stolen by Jones. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. No good on the three. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
This guy is so explosive. Anthony Edwards off the bounce. My goodness.
Outside Jones. Gets the 3 ball to go. Jones has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Back to Gobert. Pass to Towns. And here's McDaniels. Here's Gobert. It's tipped. And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves.
Substitution on the court.
1:19 left in the second. On the wing, Noel. Prince on the attack. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Taurean Prince can be a problem for defenders on the drive because he's strong and he's long.
Good on the second one. 1:10 left in the first half of this one. Here's Conchar. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. To the middle. Clock is at 3. No good that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Pass to Prince. And he throws it down with one hand.
Well, fast off his feet and up at the rim in a hurry. Taurean Prince with an easy one.
Outside Jones. The 3 is up. And they get it back. 20 seconds left in the second quarter. Sinks it from distance. Jones has got 6.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Back to Noel from deep. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. He's off on the first. And he sinks the second. And he nails the third. Outside Jones. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Grizzlies leading by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
On the court for Minnesota, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards, and it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. And they'll keep possession. Adams, the pass to Morant. From downtown, hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Here's Edwards. Oh! Wow! And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim my man.
That was sweet.
Well, Steven Adams is as strong a player as there is in the NBA. Draws the contact there.
Second free throw, no good.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Picked by Gobert. 4 on the clock. Edwards finds Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
How quickly does Rudy Gobert move off the screen? His mobility makes him a tough cover in the pick and roll.
Jackson the screen. Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness. How about the creativity, the athleticism? That's a rare combination for a guy his size. Go to work, Cat.
Outside Morant. Pass to Bane. Inside. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Here's McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Towns with the ball. It's Edwards on the wing. Towns a screen on Jackson. Back to Edwards. Shoots over Jackson. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Here's Morant. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And Morant drops them both. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Outside Edwards. Towns a screen on Brooks. Pass to Towns. It's McDaniels on the wing. Back to Towns. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns can make face-up perimeter jump shots, no doubt. But when he's got this part of his game cooking, look out.
Adams with a screen on Edwards. From deep, Morant. That's good from Adams on the assist by Morant. Adams has got 6.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Brooks against Edwards. Towns passes to Russell. Towns a screen on Morant.
Well, you consider D'Angelo Russell and the fact that he's been a part of multiple organizations. Obviously, he has been a frequent trade piece. The one question is, can he stick with one franchise and establish some success?
So Memphis ends up going with a new group, and the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Prince comes in for Towns. Anderson's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Noel in for Edwards.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Rivers is checked in. Outside Jones. Pass to Green. Shot clock at 5. Outside Jones. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. Conchar. With a savvy little up fake there. Fooling the D. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Memphis.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
What about the defensive intensity they've had in this one? Jumping passing lanes, poking the ball away, just doing a great job creating chaos.
Here's Prince. Buries it down low. Prince has got 5 points.
High activity, challenging the heart of the defense. Taurean Prince is not afraid to mix it up.
And there's the screen. Jones from outside. Here's Aldama. He drops it from range.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Reed. And he drew the blocking foul, so he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. No good on the free throw. Good on the second one. Here's Jones. Give him 8. Here's Aldama. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Grizzlies out in front, up by 5. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop them.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Green. Then it's Xavier Tillman. And it's Aldama in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Pass to Tillman. And he goes in for the dunk.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Here's Rivers. Here's Prince. Here's Noel. Misses from short range.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Green against Anderson. Out left to the wing. From outside the arc. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball. So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Timberwolves trail. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Here's Russell, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Ja Morant picks one up.
I'll tell you, proving how dangerous he can be inside. D'Angelo Russell forcing the defense to make a commitment.
And both free throws good for Russell. Well, Memphis shooting a solid 47%. Edwards against Morant. And then Morant with the jam!
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Oh, Brooks with the steal. Pass to Bane. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Towns. That shot off the mark. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. Brooks outside. Adams a screen. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Brooks missing. The Timberwolves have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And the shot goes down.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window and exploits it.
Moran against Edwards. Adams with a screen on Edwards. Here's Moran. And there's the drive. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. Rudy Gobert picks one up. The free throw drops for Moran. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Towns a screen on Brooks. Pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Back to Gobert. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Well, the painted area might as well be Rudy Gobert's domain. He uses every bit of that size and length to assert his dominance.
Now Bane lets it fly. They get it again.
Who's watching here?
Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Morant. The 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
Left side, Morant. Adams a screen. And it's Morant off the drive. Offensive rebound from deep. Bane knocks it down from distance. Bane's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
The Grizzlies have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. 1:09 left to play in the 4th. From deep three-point range. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Grizzlies.
And as we see the game wind down, you have to remember all the second chance buckets this team put on the board.
They definitely won it with their offensive rebounding. We watched them attack the ball and turn misses into makes all game long.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Ja Morant.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
And here's Morant. 23 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Pass to Bane. Just 4 to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now Brooks. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. A competitive. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
I smack clowns with mad style.
basketball with Greg Anthony. And we've got a game that's sure to be a crowd pleaser, Greg. Two high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack. And this kind of matchup comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all 4 quarters.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward.
And you could see he knew exactly where that long rebound was coming off, able to get there quickly and snatch it up.
Paul with the 3. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Towns, the pass to Russell. Towns against Johnson. And Towns gets it to go.
And you see Big Cat has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
Also looking it over. There's the drive. Not going to go that time. Good D by Booker. The Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Johnson with a screen on Russell. Ayton kicks to Booker. Lock at 6. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Ball against Russell. The dish to Gobert. And it's good. 2 points. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
First free throw is good.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Russell dishes to Gobert. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Chris Paul picks up that one.
And if he gets looked that cleanly, Gobert becomes unstoppable. He makes good use of his body and just wills himself to a foul.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Paul against Russell. Johnson outside. A 3-pointer off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 3. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Booker. Edwards drives in. Here's Towns. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
3rd team foul.
Phoenix on defense. Russell inside. Ayton's there. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Over to the left wing. Ayton wide open. It doesn't go for him. And Minnesota will come the other way. Over to the wing. Russell with a wide open look. Off target with his 3. And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. It's a three-point game. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Edwards looking it over, passes it to Gobert. Edwards kicks to Gobert, out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another miss by Minnesota. Phoenix has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And McDaniels with the block. Edwards against Bridges. Edwards passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Johnson kicks to Booker. Ball outside. And the Suns miss again. Timberwolves leading by 5. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Edwards with it. Out guarded by Booker. Here's Gobert. And Gobert throws it down.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, well, you are in for a show.
Ayton a screen on Edwards. For 3, Booker drops in the tray.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Bridges with the steal. Rudy Gobert, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Please give a big round of applause for your son,
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
On the court for Minnesota, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels at small forward. Minnesota leading by 6. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth, and it's not usually literal. But what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They've kind of checked out mentally, and I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
Towns is double. Out to Edwards. Fires the 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Pass to Johnson. Bridges sets the screen for Johnson. The shot that time not on target. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Outside Edwards. Russell dishes to Edwards. Outside Towns. And he's good on the 3 ball. Towns has got 5.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
Ayton in the corner. Lets it go from deep. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Johnson with a screen on Edwards. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Here's Paul. In the corner, it's Bridges. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime. Well, it was such a feel-good moment, at least for a little while. Mikal Bridges grew up in Philly, obviously played his college ball there, and his mom was working for the 76ers at the time, so it just felt right as the 10th overall pick in the 2018 draft for him to be a 76er.
Johnson outside. Paul against Russell. Kicks it out to Booker. And they get it back. Johnson sends the screen for Booker. Shot clock at 6. Another shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on Towns. Mikal's time in Philly was very short, Brent. Bridges traded Phoenix on draft night.
Well, that was a bit of a shocker. I mean, all the talk about being the hometown hero, and then all of a sudden he's on his way to the desert heading towards Phoenix. But you look at Mikal's career, he's been awesome for the Suns. I mean, what development as a 3-and-D player, making the finals, signing a big extension, such a huge part of the Phoenix Suns franchise and their future.
The Suns making a change here. Craig's checked in. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Sharch. Here's Shamet. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And Saric, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10. And here's Prince outside. Here's Anderson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Tough to match up with Kyle Anderson because of how quirky he plays. Changing speeds, plays slow, but sees the floor remarkably well.
That one is no good.
That's a strange trip because typically he's pretty much money from there.
Watches the slam dunk finish. Prince in the corner. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Now Shamet on the wing lead. A wide open look here for Craig. Misses off the right iron. The Timberwolves have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Prince against Saric. Here's Noel. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Crowder with it. Now by Anderson. And the shot's good from Crowder.
Crowder just muscling up and playing some man ball in there.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Right wing. Here's Noel. Another miss by Minnesota. And it's Phoenix's ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Lee passes to Shamet. And stolen by Prince. Left side Anderson. Prince outside. Anderson with the screen for Prince. It's all tied in Phoenix.
The Timberwolves 20. Fans, let's hear it for the Jabberwocky.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. They've got Torrey Craig. Lee out there with Landry Shamet. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Saric in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. The Suns trailing. Now here's Paul. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. For 3, Bridges sinks the three-pointer.
Bridges finding his spot, and his team finds him with the ball. Good mechanics there, too.
Here's Edwards. The shot will not fall. Bridges with some nice defense. Driving to the basket. With 3, Booker. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Russell with him. Now guarded by Booker. Towns sets the pick for Russell. And here's Edwards from the arc. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Paul finds 8. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Paul against Edwards. The shot by Paul, no good. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Timberwolves ball.
.90 seconds now into the second half. Well, Brent, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stop.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Russell against Paul. Johnson sets the screen for Paul. He kicks it to Ayton. And again, it's the Suns missing.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him. On defense, the Suns, they trail by 1. Gobert the pass to Russell. Gobert with the screen on Paul. Russell dishes to Gobert.
This is what the coaches are asking from DeAndre Ayton. It helps when he hustles and works extra hard on defense.
And Edwards with the stuff.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I said before, the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
And it's Ayton missing.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And Gobert kicks to Russell. No good that time. Some solid defense from Ayton. Suns trail by 3.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Booker against Edwards. Back to Ayton. 5 on the clock. A shot by Paul, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Second team foul.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. The drive by Russell. McDaniels finds Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Towns, no luck. And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Johnson sets the screen for Booker with a tie. And Ayton the bucket on the assist from Booker. Ayton's got the game tied up here for Phoenix.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
Edwards can't hit.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Booker the pass to Ayton. Kicks to Bridges. Ayton sets the pick for Bridges. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Paul surveying the floor for the lead. A shot off that time. And here's Russell. pass to Gobert and taken away by Johnson. Can't knock in the three. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a look at the five for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the guard position. Tips it up, and there's Gobert, putting it right back in. Gobert's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Timberwolves.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
And it's Russell in the corner. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Minnesota calls timeout. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Well, so many plays are initiated from the pick and roll for Russell, and for very good reason. He's got as good a feel for that as you could hope for.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Booker with no one around. Knocks down the three ball.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They're pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And Towns gets it to go.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
Ayton a screen on Edwards. And Booker kicks to Paul. Johnson the pass to Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bridges. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And Bridges really likes to get to the interior and earn himself some opportunities from the charity stripe.
Both free throws good from Bridges.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Edwards. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but through contact, he'll head to the line. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
Oh, impressive drive there by Edwards. Mixing it up with the D to draw the foul while in the act.
And Edwards drops them both. Suns trail by 3. Paul outside. And he banks in the layup. Paul's got his first 2 points.
He's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Paul against Russell. Gobert with a screen on Paul. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Just 4 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Paul kicks to Ayton. For 3, Bridges buries it from 3-point range. Bridges has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Bridges elevating his game. Woo!
Gobert with a screen on Bridges. Edwards dishes to Gobert. And stolen by Ayton. Paul against Russell. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. So they take the lead. Now it's a 3-point Phoenix lead.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his third foul of the game. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. So we'll see D'Angelo Russell go to the line here. Mikal Bridges picks one up. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Guys, if he hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
You want to talk about ball distribution? They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Suns leading by 3. Paul with the ball. Booker outside. 6 to shoot. Ayton in the high post. And stolen by Russell. Gobert the pass to McDaniels, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Mikal Bridges picks one up. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one, and that brings them within 2 here.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Al Paul. Johnson outside. 5 to shoot. Here's Booker. Money!
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Can't waste.
Oh, he got it!
Are you kidding me, Kevin, from there?
How in the world did that go in?
Did he even see the basket?
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Phoenix.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking.
And they sent the wrong guy to the line here. Paul tends to make the most of every trip he takes to the strike.
And the Timberwolves call timeout for Minnesota. They trail by 2. 9 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
9 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Edwards. Oh, off target.
People are holding their breath a little, wondering if Edwards can take care of business here.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. And Edwards drops them both.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
And the Suns call time here.
Timberwolves substitution. Jaden McDaniel.
And here's Booker from the arc. Oh, it's off the mark. And we're going to overtime. And that's going to do it for regulation. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Here's Paul. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. And Paul at the basket on the assist by Johnson. Paul's got the first points here in the overtime period for Phoenix. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Booker. Booker against Prince. The pass to Towns. Good on the bucket.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
Now here's Paul. Johnson outside. Pass to Booker.
2 minutes remaining.
Clock at 6. Johnson sets the screen for Booker. No good on the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Outside Edwards. Prince outside. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul. About 90 seconds off the clock here in the extra period. Gobert with a screen on Paul. Russell dishes to Gobert.
You can stay active on defense. Good things usually happen. Right there, quick hands helped alter what would have been a sure two there.
Pass to Paul. Johnson sets the screen for Paul. Out to the wing. Ayton gets to Bridges. 4 on the clock. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Edwards. Russell against Paul. The feed now to Prince. Outside Russell. Gobert with the screen for Russell. Ball's not loose. Paul with the steal. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Booker outside. Johnson with a screen on Edwards. Ayton in the corner. For Gobert, Phoenix no good that time either. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Edwards against Paul. Outside Edwards. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blown. And the foul called on the Phoenix Suns. He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so making both free throws. That'll give them the lead here.
And you just have to understand that hours and hours of practice mean that clutch free throws become easy.
Pass to Ayton. Shamet on the wing. To end the drought. Money!
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
All right, David, great job.
2K Sports for this NBA presentation. We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the one. From deep, Bane. And stolen by Booker. And the Suns pushing it up now. Fires the three. And Crowder the bucket on the assist from Booker.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time, Booker showing us his vision.
Outside Morant. Jackson the screen. Morant with it. Now guarded by... Oh, my goodness!
Okay.
Throw it down!
Come on!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism. Every night, John Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Crowder a screen on Morant. Crowder outside. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Well, you talk about the D Morant has to face. Yet he finds a way to get the best of most of those matchups, Richard.
He's got a very advanced offensive skill set. He can score off the bounce. He can spot up. Depending on who's guarding him, Ja can adapt and find any weakness.
And here's Crowder from the arc. Fires in the triple. Crowder's got 6.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
The three from Bane. And Aiden pulls it down.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Booker, the pass to Aiden. Oh, and the jam by Aiden.
You're looking at Aiden using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
And here's Morant outside. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Paul against Morant. Pass to Aiden. The three. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Points in the game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Morant. 7 points in the game. Down low. And stolen by Bridges. And the Suns pushing it up now. Crowder outside. Let's go with a three. They grab their own miss. Outside for Booker. And it's off from three-point range.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Aiden. And the basket is good. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for Phoenix.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Here's Paul. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. But with Memphis's 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
Now here's Morant. He's got 9.
From his first day in the league, opponents are going to make him earn it at the line. And look, Morant, he'll give him an easy look.
The free throw drops for Morant.
John Morant taking 2 shots.
And Morant drops them both. 1:14 left in the opening quarter. Crowder with a screen. Ball passes to Crowder. Outside Booker. Back to Crowder. 6 on the shot clock. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
Jaren Jackson picks one up.
And Booker is so active on offense, which really forces the D to act with aggression at times. What you have to admire about Devin Booker is how much he scores the rock, as well as all the different ways he's able to finish. Now, he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Now here's Morant. 11 points in the game. Gets the three to fall. Morant's got 14 points.
Look, when you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from deep.
Here's Paul. Uses the glass on the layup.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
Suns foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
That one misses.
The line for the Grizzlies. Steven Adams. 2 shots.
He does not get the second one. Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. And here's Paul. Up top, Crowder. Crowder, a screen on Morant. Paul into the lane, and he gets that one. He has 6.
I love how creative Paul is at penetrating inside. Talented at reading angles and exploiting the holes in the D.
Outside Bain. And so it's the Phoenix Suns closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead.
And please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth team.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the point. Out of bounds, it'll be Grizzlies ball. Memphis trailing here. Outside Morant. Adams with a screen on Bridges. Morant, the pass to Adams. And stolen by Bridges. And they're on the break. Paul with it. Guarded by Morant. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Such a good facilitator. If your defense makes a mistake, Paul will find the open man.
One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talent.
And that is such a lift for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a 5-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, BA. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. To the paint. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. They set the pick. Here's Conchar. Here's Aldama outside for Green. Five on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Here's Tillman. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Phoenix has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Lets it fly. Conchar, good. Here's Shamet. Pass to Šarić. Back to Shamet. And he buries his first look.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Now here's Jones. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Aldama. Clock at 6. Right side Green. To the inside, Tillman. And that comes off the assist by Green.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Šarić. Drills it from... deep. Šarić has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
The 3 from Craig. And the Suns get another 3.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Pass to Jones. Here's Aldama, covered by Johnson. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Okay, when you let someone with this height get this close, it's going to be nearly impossible to stop, especially when he has that big of an advantage in this category.
Now here's Craig. 5 points in the game. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. A line change here for Memphis. Here's Shamet. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Craig. Up and in on the layup. Craig's got 7 points here in the quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Paul with a steal. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brooks. Booker against Brooks. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
One of the best scorers in the game. Booker is a volume shooter who also plays with a ton of confidence.
So he gets them both. Memphis has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Adams with a screen on Booker. Bain, the pass to Morant. Pass to Jackson. 4 on the clock. Here's Brooks. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no. And we've reached halftime in this one. Suns ahead, up by 15. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3, small forward. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
And it's Adams missing.
That's a rarity for him, especially against the soft defense.
And it's Paul off the drive. Count it. Paul's got 8.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now, but you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
And Booker with the jam.
There is no on-off switch for Booker. He is always in attack mode.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
On the wing, Bane. Three-pointer. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Crowder, a screen on Brooks. Crowder outside, fires from deep. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer, and he'll head to the line. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
The first free throw is good. That one's no good. And he nails the third. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Jackson with a screen on Booker. The three from Bane. Sinks the tray. Bane's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
Paul against Morant. Paul passes to Aiden. Pass to Booker. On the wing, Crowder. Bridges, a screen on Jackson. Out to Bridges. There's the three. Connects from downtown. Bridges has got 5 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Brooks, the pass to Adams. Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over. Nice game. Great performance by DeAndre Ayton.
Well, he's been destroying them inside, and they need a timeout to figure out an answer or a prayer if there is one.
Jones against Paul. Tillman with a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Conchar. Stolen by Ayton. Paul with it. He's picked up by Jones. And Paul gets it to go.
The defense looking lazy there. You can't allow Paul to get inside like this. That's just asking for trouble.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Jones against Paul. From the low block, here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
And this is how dynamic Ayton can be on the offensive end. Keep getting him the ball, please.
Pass to Conchar. Tillman with a screen. Takes the three. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Phoenix has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. Outside Paul. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. 35 seconds left in the third. Tillman with a screen. Excellent D there from Booker.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Here's Conchar. Booker defending. Pass to Tillman. Here's Aldama. Here's Conchar. And so it's Phoenix feeling confident. 18-point lead to win that quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the court right now for the Grizzlies. They've got Xavier Tillman. Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then there's Danny Green, and it's Aldama in at the 4. Drains the triple.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Morant, no good. Phoenix has gone 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Nice percentage from distance so far. Here's Shamet. And the Suns get another 3.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Outside Bane. Launches a 3. Nails it from 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Outside Craig. Jacks up a 3. Doesn't go that time. And Memphis taking it the other way now. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Jackson, the screen. The 3 from Bane. Phoenix grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Here's Lee. Outside Johnson. Pass to Šarić. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Bane. Now here's Morant. Tightly guarded. Here's Jackson. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on Craig.
Putting his 6'11" frame to use. Jackson's a low down low. Good luck stopping him.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
When we evaluate players, one thing that gets overlooked, age. Take Jaren Jackson Jr. He was only 18 when he got drafted in 2018.
Crowder with a screen. The 3 ball. Pure from 3-point range. And the Suns lead by 20. You know, for Triple J, it took time to develop. Year 4 with Memphis was a special one, Richard.
Jackson unlocked his defensive potential amongst the best shot blockers in the entire league. You have to give those young guys time before making a true judgment.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. On the wing, Crowder puts up a 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
For 3, Booker. And it's Bane with the rebound. Bane's got 4 rebounds now. Jackson, the pass to Brooks. Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Doesn't have to get up much. Jackson Jr. at 6'11" just easily finishes that hoop.
For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Crowder outside. A minute 39 left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Bridges. 6 to shoot. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Suns.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for DeAndre Ayton.
It's hard to think of a part of the game where he didn't play a major role mentally, physically. I mean, he showed us what he's capable of when he's feeling his best.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Bain, no good. And it's Phoenix's ball. Three-pointer, Bridges. Drops in the three.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Jackson with a screen on Bridges. From deep, Morant. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Out on his own on the break. Bridges outside. From deep, gets the bucket.
Tremendous range. I mean, that'll stretch a defense thin.
So it's the Suns winning this one easily. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort.